Okay, my name's Jack Millar. I'm a DJ / producer / promoter in Wollongong. I work for Wollongong Nightlife, have my own night running every Wednesday called Apollo, and yeah. I guess the main idea behind me DJing is to do with me loving music. It all started obviously when I was a bit younger and I loved music, and then as my music taste progressed into the more electronic scene, it sort of became apparent that that was the thing to do. DJing becoming such a big thing these days, well, I guess I just sort of pushed myself into that outlet and then worked with it for, I guess it's been 5 years now, and just loved it more and more and more. Apollo is a new night that I started about 1 month ago now. The main idea behind Apollo is to change the music scene in Wollongong in a way that the night is more based on the music rather than the crowd just wanting to go out and get drunk and etc, etc. So, being my night, I'm forging it around my taste of music predominantly rather than what's commercial these days, because I want to display how my music taste, well, how I want my music taste to be seen. And I guess that's helped out with a whole bunch of other DJs that I have. Altogether we have roughly a very similar style of music, and but then again, everyone brings their own little taste to it. So Sam and Gus tend to have a bit more of a disco-y side, when Jackie has a bit more of a house sort of background, and then John likes his more techno. So it kind of gives a bit of diversity to the night, but still brings through the main elements that I want to showcase. Yeah, okay, pressing buttons is the main concept of it. So yes, every second person these days can beat match 2 songs together, but can you play those 2 songs and know exactly what reaction you're going to try and evoke from the crowd from that next song? It's about knowing what song to play next. If one thing's not working, it's a trial and error. So, I mean, you slowly learn, and I mean, every DJ does it. It's playing a song in the middle of a set, and it just flops. It doesn't really work. And then you go, okay, that didn't work. And then you move on to a slightly different part of that same genre, or a little bit more upbeat, more dark, more whatever, more repetitive. So the difference between just a press play DJ and someone that actually plays and is good at DJing is the idea of being able to know what to play and when. I know, I guess it's because of the idea that DJing is easy. And I mean, yes, it is harder to master a guitar than it is to master the art of DJing, because yes, you are playing other people's songs and you aren't playing your own music. And I guess musicians, like authentic musicians, aka people who play guitar, bands in general, etc., get a bit annoyed because they think that, oh, these DJs are playing to thousands of people when all they're doing is just playing other people's songs. And I mean, it's totally justified in that way, but they're not remembering that most artists that perform in front of those thousands of people have been sitting in the studio for hours and hours and hours producing that music that they like by themselves. As a producer, I'm still very much a novice. I've been producing for a couple of years now. Not really. I've released a couple of tracks, but nothing major. Nothing signed or anything like that. But it's more, for me at the moment, just time sitting in the studio. Well, my bedroom, I call it studio. Sitting in there and just knocking off, making weird sounds, trying to make stuff work. And I mean, there's so many. Producing's so accessible these days. If you've got a laptop, you can produce, which is pretty cool. So a lot of DJs these days, they do what's called drop to drop DJing, and it's not letting a song play out. So songs are made by artists from start to end because they have a story they want to tell you. I love the kind of music that has 4 minutes of no drums or anything. It's just beautiful synths and stuff like that. And you always, if you miss that part of the song, then you're missing a whole chunk of what the artist was trying to portray. And I mean, with my sets, I love to be able to, especially somewhere in the middle, just to open it up with these big 4-minute interludes with synths and stuff, and it just sounds unreal. And I guess it allows the crowd to have a bit of a break almost from just the constant heavy hitting. And it's always my favourite part of the set, actually.